Good morning, you guys. Welcome to day 74. I haven't chosen any colors yet. I'm going to just do a blind choose. I'm not going to look. I'm just going to pick. Y'all can't tell I'm not looking. I got red, Kelly green, and one more. Purple, iris. Those are the colors we're going to be using. Let's put you back on the track. You guys, if y'all were here yesterday, you know I'm not feeling the greatest. I'm reporting from the bed again. Today I feel a lot better than I felt yesterday morning. My body doesn't feel as achy, but it still does feel achy. I don't feel as congested. There's still something happening there. And I don't feel as coughy, and I'm not going to try to cough either because I do feel something there. But I go back to work today, you guys. Yesterday I was off. I stayed in bed all day, pretty much for the entire day. Angel, or one of the viewers, what's her name? Parasitic something, but Angel. She had suggested that I have some garlic, and so I did have some garlic yesterday in my tea. I made a tea with garlic, and I put a bunch of other things with it. I had it. I could only drink so much, so I'm not gonna lie. I had maybe 3 sips, and it was too intense for me with all the things that I'd put in there to get me better. But I think that it was just enough that my system needed because I feel a bit better. I don't want to push myself too hard today just because I'm feeling a little better. I don't think I've ever really had the flu like that, so this is my actual first time. My daughter called last night, and I got to whine to her about how I was feeling, and also tell her how good of a time I had with her here. She knows I don't get sick really ever, so it's always surprising for her too. We poured out 3 colors today. I don't have you guys zoomed out very well. I am still reporting live from the bed, so that's why things look like how they look. But welcome in. Today is day 74 of going live every single morning for, I'd say 15 minutes, but that first day of the flu, I only went live for 5 minutes. So going live every morning, I'm just going to say that. Yo, what should I do for today? Because it's like I feel like I have the energy, but I also feel like shaky on the inside. Let me see if my hands are shaking. A little bit. I feel shaky. I don't know. But literally, it's just me and one other girl supposed to be working today. Because the other person that was working, she had to go out of town for a funeral. I'm just like, I'm gonna go, but I think I just need to be really, really intentional about not doing too much. I got purple here too. But how are y'all doing? How was your Friday morning? How was your rest last night? Did you have some really nice dreams? I had a bunch of dreams. I can't remember none of them right now, but I've been dreaming a lot over these past 2 days. I do have a song in my head right now. This is becoming a thing. If y'all are subscribed, y'all know. My clear audience be on 100% pretty much all the time. giving me messages through songs inside my head. Who else's clairaudience works like that? Maybe I'm gonna switch brushes for something a little more cozy. This is yesterday's brush. Y'all can tell I'm sick. I'm gonna have to buy new brushes, guys. Like, I haven't been like, I have not been doing the thing where you soak your brushes at the end. So yeah, I'm gonna have to buy me some new brushes soon. Plus, I gave a bunch of them away the other day to some people that needed some brushes. They were like, "Can I use your brushes?" I was like, "Matter of fact, you can have some because you keep asking me, and I don't like running to go get my supplies and bringing them back. I just like to leave my stuff in one place. So I'd rather empower people than be the one that's in charge of their success. Like, no, I got my own things to do. I can't be running around for you all day." That's not mean, right? Hi, Armin. How are you doing? Welcome back. Thanks for being here with me this morning. Okay. You can do magic. Mm-mm-mm. You can have anything that you desire. Magic, do, do, do. And you know you're the one who can put out the fire. You know darn well when you cast that spell. I don't know all the words to that song, but it's good. Do 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 do. It's a very old song. And I never heard that song until like, I'd say it was back in 2022 that I first heard it one day on like a random playlist. I was listening to like songs from that time frame, like the 70s, I guess. Like Earth, Wind, and Fire songs. And this song came up, and I was like, dang. And it was my first time really listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire. Like, I grew up with my mom listening to that stuff and me hearing it in the background, but I never heard the words. And when I started hearing the words, I was like, oh my God, we've been evolving this whole time. Like, it's not just our generation that's going through this. There's so many other generations before us that has gone through most of this and has been trying to remind us through songs and everything of how powerful we are. And so that was why I like really got excited about that song, because the words is like, you can do magic. And a lot of science people be like, it's not magic, it's quantum physics. It's the particles, blah, blah, blah. Yes, quantum physics and science, but magic just sounds so much more fun. I'm one of those people that are just more about the fantasy world than anything. So I love science. I do love science, but I also love to just think that it's just happening just because. It doesn't have to have a scientific explanation. It can actually be magic. Anyway, let's add some red. Since we've already done a big purple patch, we'll do a little red here. I haven't had any water yet for today. I'm feeling a little nauseous. Nor have I taken any medicine. But I do plan on taking some because maybe I just woke up and felt great, but I'm, I'm not all the way better yet. I think that's what it is because I don't feel good. We'll see. still showing up, but art makes me feel better. So I did show my daughter Frida Kahlo yesterday. I was like, my art lately has been reminding me of her because how she overcame her odds by just still doing her art and becoming her greatest muse right there from her bed while she was going through all of the health things that she was going through. She made some beautiful art during her time. And it proves that you don't have to let anything get you down. There is still magic that wants to come through, no matter what. You can have anything that you desire. Magic, da, da, da. And you know you're the one who can put out the fire. You know darn well when you cast your spell, blah, 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 blah. Da, da, na, na, da, da, na. I don't think anybody from the 90s or 2000s would know that song. I barely know that song. Do 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 do. We'll put some green in the purple. We'll put some healing energy in the heart, right? Isn't that what that means? Well, I added some more purple into the green. Or green into the green. Do you even know what it means? I'm gonna play it by ear though. It's like, why did I have to be born being so responsible? Ugh. It's so frustrating. There's some people that don't care about anything, but I just be like caring about people and stuff. I literally told my daughter last night, I said, let's work on not putting others before ourselves. I think that it's a lesson that we need to really work on because I noticed a bunch of times while she was here how she and I were both like thinking about everybody else before thinking about like everyone else's comfort, how they were feeling before thinking about our own. And I'm like, I don't think we're supposed to do it like that. We did it like that because when you're growing up in school, parents and in school, teachers would be like, share your toys, share your this and that. Make sure Tommy is happy first. Well, that's not going to make Jessica feel good. You want to make, like, it's all of that guilt tripping stuff that we were raised with. And so I may have unconsciously passed it on to her. It was definitely passed on to me. I know for a fact it was passed on to me because I just got to the point where I would just give people my stuff. I don't even want it. Look, do you need something? You can have whatever I have because, and I'm still like that sometimes. You guys, I think I've told y'all a few times. Make sure y'all subscribe so y'all can get to know me because I be dropping little things and little gems of my healing as I'm breaking out of the things that I was in, the mindsets. But yeah, I'd be like, people would ask me for stuff when I was little, and I'd be like, yeah, you can have it. Because my mom had already told me, hey, you need to share and you need to make sure that they're happy and you need to make sure you're on your best behavior. You need to make sure you look cute. You need to make sure that you're quiet. Don't say too many words. Children are supposed to be seen, not heard. It's the silliest thing ever, but yeah. I don't blame my mom. It's just the time frame that these people were brought up in. So it's not about saying someone was wrong. It's about saying, oh, I have the awareness now to know better and to do better. And so that's what we're going to be doing is better and not thinking immediately about others before we think about ourselves. It's nice to share, but it's also self abandoning when we just give away everything and we don't care for ourselves too. I hope you guys are getting something from today's chatter and art. Promise you, it makes me feel better to just sit here and paint with you guys and chit chat like this. So, if you're not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe because I go live every single morning. I currently am at the tail end of the flu, and I'm still here showing up with you. But I am showing up from bed. Yesterday I was laying down. Today I'm sitting up. So it's definitely some improvement because my body was not even this strong yesterday. But today it feels like it wants to do stuff. Yeah. 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 How are you guys liking today's art? I feel like this white space could have more to it. And I hate that you guys have to see it at such an angle because I feel like y'all are missing the beauty. So we're going to add some dots into the white spaces or the gray spaces because this is grayscale paper. Y'all, I only have a few more pages in this sketchbook and then it'll be time to get a new sketchbook because I don't have any more after this one. I'm glad that I used everything that I had before going to buy another one. One of my friends, she asked to see my art in person, and I got my sketchbook and brought it to her, and she was like, "Oh my God, why did I think that your stuff was like these big, huge canvases?" I was like, "This art that I'm doing right here on the camera looks like it's something big." She thought it was. I guess it's what they say. The camera, camera adds 15 inches, 15 pounds. I don't know. And you know you're the one who can put out the fire. You guys, I've been at it for 17 minutes. I just looked at the time. I will be getting off soon, but make sure that you guys subscribe if y'all are new here so you don't miss when I go live next. Also, turn on the notification bell. I have been turning on notification bells for some of my favorite YouTubers because I keep not seeing when they upload, and that actually has been working. So, turn on the notification bell so that you know when I'm live and you know when I upload. I know y'all be waiting for me in the morning to start y'all's day. Oh man, we have created such a beautiful community here. Hey Ruben, how are you? How you been, friend? Welcome in. All right, you guys. I feel like this is like I feel like it's a part of my body healing itself. What do you guys think about today's art? Like, what's the best way I can put the lighting? I guess like that. Or I just fully take y'all off the tripod. There we go. That's better. And my legs are killing me because they've been in Indian style for 17 minutes. Ow, my toes. Don't look at that. Anyway, here is today's art, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up and get off. Been on for a good while. I love y'all so much. I will see you guys next time. Bye.